Okay, so now we're at question number 25 on the ACT English test. Let's begin. Okay, so let's read the sentence as is. Maybe it was the small hole, a clue to vandalism or of a hailstorm. Okay, so in this option here, if you're not sure which answer choice to pick, right, we want to get rid of any awkward answer that you see. So you can always use this concision technique if you're not sure what to do, right? Find the most concise answer. And just for practice, which one is the most concise, meaning which one's the less wordy? Well, that would be D because we would be deleting it, deleting this whole phrase. Let's read it. Maybe it was a small hole, vandalism, or of a hailstorm. Right, that sounds awkward, doesn't it? So the next step would be to what we just did, subvocalize it, right? Hear how it sounds, see if it sounds smooth or if it sounds jarring. Well, D does not sound right at all. It sounds awkward. So again, you can go through these answer choices and what you would find is B sounds the best. So if you're going to use this concision subvocalization technique, you would have arrived at B. You would have tried C first, evidently. Maybe it was a small hole, evidently vandalism or of a hailstorm, but again, that sounds awkward. Now, let's go through why C and D would be incorrect. Notice how we have this second part of the phrase, or of a hailstorm. Well, if I picked evidently vandalism or of a hailstorm, I'm missing my subject. Because I have or of a hailstorm, right, we have to have some word here that is either of something or of something else. But I don't, right? I don't have my subject that I'm describing as one thing or another thing. And both D and C are missing that subject, so they both must be wrong. And that's why they sound awkward, right? So if you wanted to know why, that's why. Now you're left with A and B. Well, B sounds better and it's the most concise. So if I picked A though, I have that subject here, right? So that's not the reason why it's wrong. The reason why A would be incorrect is because notice how it says a clue to, and this one says of, right? I want to have parallel structures, meaning I want to keep the same form. Well, I can't change this word of, so I can only change this word to. Now, evidence of, right, that follows the correct form. Maybe it was a small hole. Evidence of vandalism or of a hailstorm, right? And parallelism is very important in writing. It helps us to make sense of it by establishing a pattern. It allows the reader to understand what the author is trying to say without getting confused. Now, if we said a clue to vandalism or of a hailstorm, right, that sounds awkward because those forms are not parallel. So always be looking for parallel structures as you are going through these answer choices. Okay, so how do we go through number 25? Well, if you didn't know what to do, right, you could have started with the most concise answer, subvocalized it. You would have definitely got rid of D and C and have arrived at B because that sounded the best. But the reasons why D and C were incorrect is because they did not have a subject over here that was going to be described both here and here. This word or, right, this was a clue letting us know that it was going to be one thing or another thing, but that it that we were referring to was not evident in C or D. Okay, and then A was incorrect because it didn't follow the parallel structure that was given off by this word of. So if we want a word choice or phrase to go there, we would want the phrase that also contains the word of, which is answer choice B. So A is correct because it breaks that parallel structure. And again, we arrived to answer choice B. Thank you.